Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Brooke turns to the bottle when Ridge turns to Taylor. The bold and the beautiful B&B. Spoilers tease that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, is back to being one side a love triangle when unfaithful Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., boomerangs back to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Buddick. This storyline is as old as the hills, but somehow the show keeps making it work. This time around there is a fresh new actress in the role of Taylor, so in some ways fans are seeing the plot with new eyes. This iteration of Taylor has an underlying biatchiness not seen before, and it's making her a worthy opponent. Likewise, demolitioning Ridge feels different this time around. For one thing, Brooke has failed Ridge by standing up for and defending his honor. He just doesn't know that because he wouldn't answer her texts. Here's what could happen now that Ridge has managed to muck things up again. Ridge thinks that Brooke took the SC CEO job to stick it to him, when in fact she is doing it as an inside ally. She texted him to let him know, but he was so busy feeling sorry for himself that all he could think to do was kiss Taylor, and she was dumb enough to reciprocate. Brooke thought she and Ridge were destined for a happily ever after, but the moment Taylor showed up, that dream was in question. The dream was sunk once Taylor straddled Ridge and heated up his chakras. What will Brooke do now that Ridge has betrayed her once again? She could remain true to her plan and thwart the hostile takeover. But at some point, Brooke will be tempted to hit the bottle again. This is a stressful time for the blonde chemist, and booze is her go-to coping mechanism. Men are also her go-to coping mechanism. Brooke's ex-Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, is her baby daddy with Hope Logan, Annika Noel, who Ridge has called a slut and a biatch after she stole this company from him. These two will commiserate over Ridge's treatment of their disloyal daughter, and one thing could lead to another. Brooke has done worse with less. If and when Brooke starts crying on Deacon's shoulder, Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, will be livid. Or maybe Brooke chooses Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, to cry to. That won't please her sister Katie Logan, Heather Tom. Whatever dysfunctional coping mechanism Brooke chooses, there will be fireworks in Lay. Tell us B&B fans, how do you see Brooke coping with her latest loss of the dressmaker? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Brooke turns to the bottle when Ridge turns to Taylor. The dramatic twists and turns in the lives of the bold and the beautiful characters continue to captivate viewers with their emotional highs and devastating lows. In recent spoilers, a heartbreaking shift is about to take place. Brooke Logan, once the heart of the Forrester family, finds herself spiraling into a place of despair as Ridge Forrester turns back to his ex-wife, Taylor Hayes. The fallout from this devastating betrayal will send Brooke into a downward spiral, with alcohol becoming her escape. This story arc promises to be one of the most emotional and intense moments of the series. Ridge and Taylor's reunion, the spark that sets Brooke off. For years, Ridge and Brooke were the couple on the show, facing countless challenges together but always managing to find their way back to one another. However, Ridge has struggled with his feelings for Brooke, especially in recent years. Their on-again, off-again romance has taken a toll, not only on their relationship, but on the entire Forrester family. Taylor, Ridge's ex-wife, has always been a complex character. She's loving, forgiving, and incredibly patient, but she also has a strength that makes her irresistible to Ridge. Despite the tension between them, Taylor has always held a special place in Ridge's heart. For the longest time, Ridge denied this connection, but with Brooke's emotional distance and their many arguments over the years, Ridge has finally reached a breaking point. Taylor's recent return to Los Angeles, coupled with unresolved feelings, makes her seem like the only person who truly understands him. The chemistry between Ridge and Taylor is undeniable, and the couple's reunion seems almost inevitable. Their shared history and bond are too strong to ignore, and with Brooke growing more distant and focused on her career, Ridge finds himself turning to Taylor for the emotional support he so desperately needs. The undeniable passion and connection between them spark a fire that pushes Ridge back into Taylor's arms, causing Brooke's world to shatter. Brooke's heartbreak and the bottled escape. Brooke, ever the strong woman, has faced heartache and betrayal countless times throughout her life. She has endured her fair share of pain, from the loss of her parents to her tumultuous relationships. But this latest betrayal feels different. Ridge, the man she has loved for decades, has once again turned his back on her, choosing the comfort and understanding of his ex-wife over her. Brooke's reaction is immediate and devastating. She feels lost, abandoned, and utterly betrayed by the man she thought would always be there for her. Her self-worth takes a hit, and she questions everything about her relationship with Ridge. In her confusion and emotional turmoil, Brooke starts to slip. It begins with a glass of wine to calm her nerves after an argument with Ridge. But as the pain intensifies, so does her reliance on alcohol. What was once a coping mechanism becomes a crutch. In a series of poignant scenes, Brooke finds herself at the bottom of a bottle, unable to process the crushing weight of her reality. Her sharp wit and poise, usually a hallmark of her character, are replaced with reckless behavior and an air of desperation. Friends and family try to intervene, but Brooke brushes them off, insisting that she can handle her pain on her own. The more Ridge pulls away from her, the deeper she falls into a self-destructive spiral. The image of Brooke, once the queen of the Forrester dynasty, now struggling with addiction, is one of the most tragic and compelling arcs in the show's history. The impact on Brooke's family and friends. As Brooke's downward spiral intensifies, it begins to affect those around her. Her daughters, Bridget and Hope, are horrified to see their mother in such a state. Hope, in particular, finds herself torn between trying to be supportive and holding her mother accountable. She watches in disbelief as Brooke isolates herself more and more, using alcohol to drown out the pain rather than confronting it. Ridge, who is now back in Taylor's arms, is torn between his love for Brooke and his rekindled passion for Taylor. Though he's been emotionally distant from Brooke for some time, seeing her in this vulnerable, fractured state shakes him to the core. He feels guilty, yet part of him justifies his actions by convincing himself that he and Taylor were always meant to be. Ridge's internal struggle is palpable, but he remains committed to Taylor, believing that they have a future together. But it's not just Ridge and Taylor who are impacted. Brooke's friends, including her sister Katie, are devastated by her descent into addiction. Katie tries her best to intervene, offering tough love, but Brooke's deflection and growing bitterness make her resistant to help. Even the Forrester family, which has seen its fair share of drama, is rocked by the crisis Brooke is facing. As Brooke's self-destructive behavior intensifies, the family must make difficult choices about how to support her while protecting their own emotional well-being. Brooke's redemption, a long road ahead. While the storyline is currently filled with anguish and despair, it's important to remember that The Bold and the Beautiful has a long history of redemption arcs. Brooke, despite her flaws and mistakes, has always had the strength to rise from the ashes. This dark chapter in her life could very well set the stage for a powerful recovery storyline, where she faces her demons head-on and seeks the help she needs to overcome her struggles. Brooke's redemption may not come quickly, and it certainly won't be easy, but viewers will watch as she navigates her personal battles with the support of her loved ones, if they can break through her walls. Whether Ridge and Taylor's reunion is permanent or not, Brooke's story will evolve in a way that empowers her, showing that even the strongest women have their breaking points, but they can always find a way back to themselves. Her journey back from the depths of despair will be one of strength, vulnerability, and ultimately growth. Will she find a way to rebuild her life without Ridge, or will she somehow rekindle her relationship with him? The drama surrounding Brooke's fight against her inner demons promises to keep fans on the edge of their seats, eager to see what happens next. Conclusion: The Bold and the Beautiful's unpredictable drama. As Ridge turns to Taylor and Brooke turns to the bottle, the stage is set for a high-stakes emotional showdown. With so much history, love, and pain intertwined between these characters, the story promises to keep viewers riveted. As always, The Bold and the Beautiful knows how to deliver unforgettable drama, and this latest chapter will be no exception. The question remains, will Brooke find a way to reclaim her life, or will the bottle take away everything she's ever loved? Only time will tell in this heart-wrenching tale of love, loss, and redemption.